So games and anime are really not very different from each other, and I'm sure there are many of you who enjoys watching anime and playing games. But what if I tell you that there are some games that already have an anime adaptation? Well, interesting, right? In this video I'm going to tell you top 10 anime based on games that you might have missed. Starting off with number 10, we have Genshin Impact. Well, I love this sim creating game, but what's more amazing is that we are getting an anime adaptation. It's not released yet, but looking at the trailer I'm really excited. And do you know that Ufotable is the one who is working on the anime? And if you don't know about Ufotable, then it's the same studio who are working on Demon Slayer. Yeah, now we are talking. At number 9, we have Cyberpunk Edge Runner. It's the most recent adaptation in this list. Cyberpunk game launch was a mess, but the actual game was amazing. Netflix adaptation Edge Runner helped the game to come in the spotlight again. Overall, anime was outstanding. It takes place in the same night city in year 2076, 1 year before the game event. You will also find some memorable characters from the games like Adam Smasher, Wakaka Voice, Rogue, and Claire. At number 8, we have Final Fantasy. Many consider the Final Fantasy series to be one of the very best franchise in gaming. Within 15 main series games and countless spin-offs, it should come as no surprise that there have been many attempts at adapting this series into anime form. However, they haven't always hit the mark, but there are plenty of great adaptations out there. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Complete is the pick of the bunch and expands upon the theatrical release in the number of areas. It offers more extensive look at some of the characters' origin and extended version of the fight scenes between Cloud and Sephiroth. Number 7, Pokemon. Pokemon took Japan by storm when it was first released back in 1996, and it did not take long for its influence to spread across the globe. The team at Game Freak wasted no time securing an anime adaptation. In fact, the first series aired in Japan long before the games had even made their way to North American shores, given the anime has been running for 23 years now. Number 6, Street Fighter. Much like each and every entry in the video game franchise, there had been quite a different Street Fighter anime series over the years. Despite first broadcasting more than a quarter of a century ago, it still looks pretty good and features many of the series' most iconic characters. The main narrative centers around long-time rivals Ryu and Ken and their quest to become better fighters, a journey which eventually leads them to the villainous ambition and the mischievous Shadow Law organization. Number 5, Arcane: The League of Legends. It is an animated action-adventure streaming television series created by Christian Lang and Alex. Arcane's first season was released to critical acclaim, with praise directed at its story, animation, world-building, action, characters, emotional weight, and etc. Some have noted that the series appeal both to casual viewers who have never played League of Legends and to long-time fans of the game. It also set the record as Netflix's highest-rated series so far within a week of its premiere, ranked first on the Netflix top 10 chart in 52 countries and ranked second on the chart in the United States. Number 4, Persona 3. It took quite a while for the Persona series to really gain a transition in the West, but after nearly a quarter of a century, the series is finally getting the recognition it deserves, as well as the host of great gamers for new fans to go back and enjoy. There are plenty of anime adaptations that are worth checking out. The series is incredibly faithful to its game on which it is based, although this can at sometimes be to detriment. Facing issues aside though, all of the main characters are well written and the last few episodes are very good and the highest quality. Number 3, God Eater. Based on the popular video game series of the same name, God Eater first aired between 2015 and 16. Despite solid ratings and reviews, however, second season has not yet arrived. This hasn't stopped the fans from requesting one though, and many remain hopeful and Bandai Visual will someday oblige. Number 2, Dragon Dogma as anime. I remember when I first played Dragon's Dogma and how cool that game was. Arisen, Pawns, Dragons, etc. And I'm still waiting for the sequel of game. But instead, I got the anime adaptation, which was kinda cool because 7 episodes were based on 7 deadly sins. Each episode represented one deadly sin and Hot or Arisen alongside with it Pawn counted them. This anime was really average, but what I really liked about this is that the anime focuses more on the dragon's backstory. Well, if you're a Dragon Dogma fan, you can't just skip this anime. And finally, number 1, Castlevania. Well, surprisingly, this Netflix adaptation achieved more popularity than the actual video game. Castlevania is an American adult animated dark fantasy action TV series made for the streaming service Netflix and is produced by Predator Studios, Kevin Cold and Fred Seabird. Based on the Japanese video game series of the same name by Konami, the first 2 seasons adapt the 1989 entry. And here you have it guys, all the anime is based on games. And yeah, if you like this video then do subscribe our channel and I'll see you in the next one.